This is Charlie, who just like you was struggling to find greens in regulation and often saw inconsistent ball flights with his irons. In today's video, I'm going to show you how two really simple changes help transform his iron play, his ball striking, and therefore increased his greens in regulation data to make him get back to where he belongs. Charlie is a 5 handicap golfer, but he was only averaging 6 greens in regulation according to his Shotscope data. A player of that caliber needs to be between 8 and 12 at least with his greens in regulation. It takes a lot of pressure off his short game. Now, thankfully for Charlie, he has a fantastic short game, but his ultimate goal is to get down to scratch and be a club champion. So we needed to work hard on getting his ball striking more consistent with the irons and getting his flight pattern, his distance more consistent so he can hit more greens in regulation. The first drill I did with Charlie was all about the takeaway, getting to understand exactly where that club needs to go. He had a bit of a tendency on bringing the club out and away from the body and then pulling the shaft of the club inside, so almost making it horizontal behind his body. It then encouraged him to get really shallow at the top of the backswing, and he would then drop it even more on the inside on the way down. So off the tee, he's actually really, really good because he comes in from a relatively shallow angle of attack. He can get the ball up off the tee and get that nice draw going. But when you're in this scenario here, where you've got a 9-iron from 150 yards, or whatever you hit, however far you hit a 9-iron, his angle of attack wasn't steep enough, therefore his ball striking wasn't consistent enough. So what we did, we got an alignment stick, put it halfway down the shaft. Obviously it's going to impede the grip a little bit, but what I wanted to try and feel here is as he brought the club away, I wanted the alignment stick to stay inside of his feet as he looks down, because what he was doing was bringing the hands away from the body. As you can see now, the alignment stick is outside of the feet, and then the shaft of the club goes inside, and look where the alignment stick is now pointing. So just so he got a really good reference point, the alignment stick there is up against his rib cage, and he was just pushing. I wanted him to try and keep the alignment stick against his rib cage for as long as possible, and then go into this takeaway here. So the hands stay closer to the right thigh, so everything then starts to work a little bit more compact. He's able to use his shoulders and his rib cage to initiate that takeaway and bring the club up into a really nice kind of sound takeaway position with the shaft of the club now pointing down the target line. Take this away and put this now on the ground to help you with your alignment and take your setup to the ball. It would be trying to do the same thing, making sure now his glove stays on the inside of that alignment stick. So the alignment stick, as you can see relative to my feet, is around about 1 club head width away from my toes. So his vision as he looks down at this golf ball and takes into the takeaway position, his grip stays inside of that alignment stick and maybe just on the outside of his feet or so, as opposed to before when the hands would have moved away from the alignment stick and the shaft worked inside. So we worked really, really hard on making sure his takeaway was more compact. He encouraged more rotation in his body as he started to spiral up to the top of the backswing, which will then help him create a slightly steeper backswing and therefore a steeper downswing for an improved angle of attack. So being able to bring this golf club away on plane and initiate a really perfect takeaway was vital. Getting that angle of attack down, compressing into the golf ball is so important, especially, wow, what a golf shot, especially for a player of his caliber looking to get down to scratch. Now, whether you're a 20 handicap golfer or a 2 handicap golfer, you've got to know where you're bringing this takeaway. You've got to understand where you want to put the golf club. It doesn't need to be centimeter perfect. It just needs to be a repeatable movement that's encouraging rotation in your body and that's encouraging the golf club to be in a position where it's compact, but you have control of the shaft and the face. So that is a superb drill for every single golfer to make sure that they understand. Second drill is a beauty. And it's all about angle of attack. Again, making sure that we can hit down on the golf ball and making sure we can compress the ball. For Charlie, he got the golf club inside, flat, inside a bit further, and notice how my bum moves in towards the golf ball. For him, I wanted to try and make sure that we could maintain his posture as he starts that transition. And in doing so, what he's going to be therefore able to do is bring the golf club a little bit more down in front of his chest as he rotates the body. So rather than getting the body into the golf ball and then having the arms to help you and try and flip and cause an inconsistent strike, I wanted his lower body to feel like it was moving out of the way and rotating. So I had to give him a couple of different feels for this, because again, there's no right and wrong. We all feel different things. So first off, I said to Charlie, pull the right foot back, get your spine angle, and just tilt it to the left of the golf ball. So all the weight now is just pressured into that left side, and then really pronounce and really exaggerate this posture. So now from here, what I wanted him to do was swing into the golf ball, but keep his right foot planted on the ground through impact. So you notice how I've hit a really big divot, okay? So what that's made me do, it's made me still rotate, maintain posture, keep my right foot down, avoid my lower body moving in. And because I've been able to maintain posture, the club has not worked as much on the inside. It's worked more in front of my body, and I can rotate through. So this was a really nice feel for him to gauge the transitional move, maintaining posture, but also increasing angle of attack. Angle of attack, whether you play off 24, 28, 36, 54 or scratch. We've got to be hitting down on the golf ball. So that drill again, right foot back a little bit, spine angle just to the left of the golf ball. So my spine is just here, got a bit more pressure on my left side. I've exaggerated my posture by sticking my bum out a little bit more and bending my knees. And as I swing down into the golf ball, we're going to keep that right foot on the ground. We're not going to allow the right foot to move up like this, like it used to. We're not going to allow this right hip and right knee to move in like it used to. And we're certainly not going to allow this bum to move in towards the target. So we're going to keep the bum away from the golf ball. We're going to keep the right foot down. And we're going to compress that golf ball like it's never been compressed before. Okay, so that way now we've got the golf club moving on plane as soon as you start the golf swing, and we've got the posture being maintained as soon as you start the transition. Two massively important tips that every golfer on the planet needs to do, and every really good golfer already does. So give these two drills a try. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Have you tried them before? After you've tried them, let me know. Just let me know how well they worked, not if they worked. I know they work, how well they worked. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications. You will be notified every time I release some content. Hopefully you can then enjoy many more videos. Massive thank you for watching, and take care. See you soon.